Myself Manisha, faculty at Silver Hills Public School from Department of Mathematics. Today we are looking to a new chapter, fractions. Chapter 6, fractions. In your previous class, you already learned about fractions. So this class we discuss more about fractions. What do you mean by a fraction? A fraction shows a part of a whole. Fraction shows part of a whole. To make it clear, I will explain the concept with an example. So listen children, here one rectangle is there. We divide this rectangle into 4 equal parts and take 2 pieces, 2 by 4. Out of 4 pieces, we take only 2, that is 2 by 4. Here 2 is the numerator. 2 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Two is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. So fraction shows a part of a whole. So next we are going to discuss about types of fractions. First one, like fractions. Like fractions means fractions which have same denominator are called like fractions. For example, consider this example 3 by 7. Consider this example 3 by 7, 2 by 7, 6 by 7 and 5 by 7. Here all these cases denominator is 7. Denominator is same. So fractions which have same denominator. Fractions which have same denominator are called like fractions. Then next is unlike fractions. Next type is unlike fractions. Fractions which have different denominator are called unlike fractions. Just opposite of like fraction. I will show you with an example. In all these cases, denominators are different. For example, first one, the fraction is 8 by 11. Here the denominator is 11. And the second case, 5 by 7. Here the denominator is 7. And the third case, denominator is 10. So in all these cases, denominators are different. In all these cases, denominators are different. So fractions which have different denominators are called unlike fractions. So next we will go to the next types, that is proper fractions. Proper fractions means fractions whose numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fraction. For example, (3 by 7). Here the numerator is 3 and the denominator is 7. So in this case numerator is less than the denominator. 3 is the numerator here. In this case, numerator is less than the denominator. So fractions whose numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fractions. So this 3 by 7 is an example for proper fraction. So next, go to the next one. Improper fractions. Improper fractions. Just opposite of proper fractions. Improper fractions means fractions whose numerator is greater than the denominator. Whose numerator is greater than their denominator are called improper fraction. I will explain with an example. 11 by 8. Here the numerator is 11 and the denominator is 8. In this case, numerator is greater than the denominator. Numerator is greater than the denominator. So, such types of fractions are called improper fraction. Improper fractions. Numerator is greater than their denominators are called improper fractions. And the last types of fraction is mixed fraction. Last type of fraction is mixed fraction. That means fractions that are a combination of whole number and a proper fraction are called mixed fraction. Fractions that are a combination of whole number and a proper fraction are called mixed fraction. For example, three 1 by 2. Here 3 is the whole number part and 1 by 2 is the fractional part. So, this is an example for a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction means fractions that are a combination of whole number and a proper fraction. Fractions that are a combination of whole number and a proper fraction. One example is here, that is 3 1 by 2. Here 3 is a whole number part and 1 by 2 is the fractional part. So, before going to the next topic, I will explain the types of fractions one more time. First one, like fraction, unlike fraction, proper fraction and improper fractions. Like fraction means same denominator. Fractions that have same denominator are called like fractions. And unlike fractions means fractions that have different denominator are called unlike fraction. Then proper fractions means fractions whose numerator is less than their denominator are called proper fraction. And the next fraction is the improper fraction. Improper fraction means fractions whose numerator is greater than their denominator are called improper fraction. And the last type of fraction is mixed fraction. Mixed fractions means fractions is a combination of whole number and a proper fraction. Fraction that is a combination of whole number and a proper fractions. So, next conversion of improper fraction into mixed fraction. So, what do you mean by improper fraction? We already explained. Improper fractions means fractions whose numerator is greater than the denominator. Fractions whose numerator is greater than the denominator. For example, eight by 3 is an example for an improper fraction. Here numerator is bigger than the denominator. So, I will convert this improper fraction into a mixed fraction. First we divide the numerator by denominator. For converting improper fraction into mixed fraction, we will divide the numerator by denominator. That is 8 by 3. So, how many times 3 will goes in 8? 2 3s are 6. So, here 2 2 is the quotient and this 2 is the remainder. And here 3 is the divisor. First we divide this numerator by denominator. Here numerator is 8 and the denominator is 3. So 8 divided by 3. So 2 3s are 6. Then subtract 6 from 8. So what is the remainder here? 2 is the remainder and quotient is also 2. So next we are going to write this improper fraction into mixed fraction. So write this quotient as the whole number part. So 2 is the whole number. Then write the remainder as the numerator of the mixed fraction. So 2 is the remainder. So 2 is the numerator of this mixed fraction. Then write the divisor as the denominator. So what is the divisor here? 3. So 3. So we can convert this 8 by 3 into a mixed fraction, that is 2 by 3. So next we will do one more example. (13 by 5). For the first step, we will divide this numerator by denominator, that is 13 by 5. 2 5s are 10. Then we will subtract 10 from this 13. So what is the remainder here? 3. So for this 2 is the quotient and 3 is the remainder and 5 is the divisor. For the first step, we have to write this quotient as the whole number part. Quotient as the whole number part. So 2 is the quotient here. So first we can write 2. Then write the fractional part. 3 is the, that means remainder. Remainder is the numerator of the mixed fraction. So here what is the remainder? Remainder is 3. So we can write 3 as the numerator. By then 5. 5 is the divisor. So this divisor is the denominator of the mixed fraction. So 2 3 by 5. So we can write 13 by 5 as 2 3 by 5. So next, converting mixed fraction into an improper fraction. We already learned what is a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is a combination of whole number and a proper fraction. We already learned one example, 3 1 by 2 is an example for mixed fraction. 3 1 by 2 is an example for mixed fraction. So next, we will convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. For the first step, multiply this whole number part and the denominator. First step, we multiply the whole number and the denominator. First step, multiply whole number. This W shows whole number and the denominator. So first multiply the whole number and the denominator, that is 3 into 2 is equal to 6. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. And the second step, add the numerator to the product. Add the numerator to the product, that is 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Here 1 is the numerator. So add the numerator to the product. So 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So next we will write this sum first, that is 7. By write the same denominator, 7 by 2. 7 by 2. So I will explain. 3 1 by 2 we can convert into improper fractions. So there are mainly 3 steps. For the first step, multiply the whole number by the denominator, that is 3 into 2. Here whole number is 3 and the denominator is 2. So 3 into 2 is equal to 6. And the second step, we add numerator to this product. Here the product is 6. So we can add this numerator 1 to the product 6. So 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So first we will write the 7 as the numerator and write the denominator as same. That means here 2 is the denominator, so we can write it 2. Next we will do one more example, that is example 2. 5 3 by 5. Here 5 is the whole number part and 3 by 5 is the proper fraction. So next we are converting this mixed fraction into improper fraction. So there are 3 steps. First we can multiply this whole number and this denominator, that is 5 into 5 is equal to 25. First step, we can multiply this whole number and the denominator. So 5 into 5 is equal to 25. So this is the first step. And the second step, add 3. Add this numerator to this product. That is 25 plus 3 is equal to 28. Add this 3 to the product, that is 25 plus 3 is equal to 28. Then here, so this is the second step, 25 plus 3 is equal to 28. And the third step we can write in the form of improper fraction. So write this 28 as the numerator of the improper fraction. So 28 is the numerator and write the denominator as the same. So here what is the denominator? Denominator is 5. So we can write it as 5. So 5, 3 by 5 is equal to 28 by 5. So next we are going to discuss about equivalent fraction. From the name itself we can identify that fractions that are equal. So equivalent fractions means 2 or more fractions represent the same part of a whole are called equivalent fraction. To make it clear, I will explain the concept with an example. From this picture, we can identify that these two parts represent the same part of a whole. That means this 1 by 2 and this 2 by 4 represent the same part of a whole. So this 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 are called equivalent fractions. So equivalent fractions represent same part of a whole. Equivalent fractions represent same part of a whole. So here this 1 by 2 and this 2 by 4 represent the same part of a whole. So these two fractions are called equivalent fractions. So next is how to check two fractions are equivalent. Checking of equivalent fractions. So next topic is checking of equivalent fractions. We already learned this 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 are one example for equivalent fraction. For checking of equivalent fraction, first we cross multiply these two fractions. That means we can multiply the numerator of the first one and the denominator of the second one. That is 1 into 4 is equal to 4. And denominator of the first one and the numerator of the second one. That is 2 into 2 is equal to 4. In both cases, we will get the product as same. That means the product is 4. In both cases, the product is 4. Therefore, this one is an example for equivalent fraction. For an equivalent fraction, we can cross multiply it. If the cross products are equal, then the fractions are equivalent. We can cross multiply the fraction. If the cross products are equal, then the fractions are equivalent. We'll consider another example. Consider this example 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. So next we are going to check these two fractions are equivalent or not. So first we can cross multiply. How can you cross multiply? First you have to multiply the numerator of the first fraction and the denominator of the second fraction. That is 1 into 4 is equal to 4. And next multiply the denominator of the first one and the numerator of the second one. That is 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So here the cross products are different. That means 4 and 6 both are different. The cross products are different. Therefore, these two fractions are not equivalent. These two fractions are not equivalent. So next consider one more example. Example 3. Let's do one more example. That is two by 3 and 4 by 6. First we can cross multiply. That means 2 into 6 is equal to 12 and 4 into 3 is also is equal to 12. Here the cross products are equal. Therefore, the fractions 2 by 3 and 4 by 6 are equivalent. 2 by 3 and 4 by 6 are equivalent. The next we are going to discuss about how to find equivalent fraction. We already learnt what you mean by an equivalent fraction and how to check whether a fraction is equivalent or not. So our last topic is how to find an equivalent fractions. So next we are going to discuss about how to find equivalent fraction. We already learned what you mean by an equivalent fraction and how to check a fraction is equivalent or not. So next is the last topic, how to find different equivalent fractions. So this one I will explain with an example. So first let us consider an example 1 by 2 and 2 by 4. We already learned this 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 is an example for equivalent fraction. Is there any connection between these two fractions? 1 by 2 and 2 by 4. So listen children, we can multiply this numerator and denominator by 2. That means 1 into 2 is equal to 2 and 2 into 2 is equal to 4. We can multiply the numerator and denominator. So we can multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So we can get 2 by 4, 1 by 2. 1 into 2 is equal to 2 and 2 into 2 is equal to 4. That means how can you get different equivalent fractions? We can find equivalent fractions by multiplying the numerator and denominator by same number. We can multiply the numerator and denominator by same number. One more example. 2 by 3 is a fraction. So we can find the different equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. How can you get different equivalent fractions? By multiplying the numerator and denominator by same number. Any number you can take. So here we can multiply this 2 by 3 by 3. That means 2 into 3 is equal to 6 and 3 into 3 is equal to 9. So this is an equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. So let's discuss one more example. find different equivalent fractions of 4 by 5. Right, find different equivalent fractions of 4 by 5. So how can you find different equivalent fractions? We can multiply the numerator and the denominator by same number. That is 4 by 5 into 2 by 2. 4 into 2 is equal to 8. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. So 8 by 10 is an equivalent fraction of 4 by 5. Then one more equivalent fraction, that is 4 by 5 into 3 by 3. We can multiply the numerator and denominator by any number. So here we can take 3. So 3 by 3. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. 5 into 3 is equal to 15. So 8 by 10 and 12 by 15 are different equivalent fractions of 4 by 5. So we can get equivalent fractions by multiplying the numerator and denominator by same number. So dear children, this class learn about fractions, types of fractions, equivalent fractions, and how to find equivalent fractions and how to check equivalent fractions. I hope all of you enjoy this section. So thank you very much.